This is the grid that the Bombers call home.
You're throwing the tee in the ground. If your hand's not shaking, there's something wrong.
I'm in my element, it's everything that there's levels to the game. I'm in my element, flow is like water, I'm forced to a fire, I'm feeling like gold. Gotta stay grounded, stay down to earth, following God, and you grinding, you do as you told. Real work make you like me, but I'm front and center, word to Spike Lee. I'm in my element, yeah. I'm in my element, yeah. I'm in my element, I'm in my element, yeah. I'm in my element, yeah. I'm in my element.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live in Atlanta for the 2023 World Long Drive World Championships. Bobby Bradley along with Alexis Belton. We're through 2 rounds. We're going to see a 400-yard drive, I think.
I think we're about to see one right now as Kyle Berkshire is in slot number 1.
World number 1, Mr. Berkshire. Saw, Colton Castro looked awesome. James Tate, who hasn't competed, this year in the States, looked phenomenal. Reed Russell, Sean Johnson. One upset so far. Scotty Perriman hit the ball great, had a couple good sets, and he was on the outside looking in. But
he looked really good. But he's had an incredible year. We know that he's one of the best out here, and so unfortunately he's not moving on. But we had a lot of people that came out and showed from all around the world.
Yeah.
We're gonna have more people represented around the world, from Zimbabwe to South Africa.
Yep.
As well as all of UK and Australia.
So Kyle Berkshire in slot number 1. This grid really sets up for guys that hit a draw. You're going to see that type of profile from Kyle, a little right to left. We are on a golf hole. I can't say it's necessarily like a soup bowl per se, but it does funnel a little bit to the center of the grid.
Know those plates that have a little roundedness?
Yeah.
It's kind of like a soup plate.
Yeah, it's not much, but
enough.
There is, like, you can hit a cut down that left side. There's probably 7-8 yards from the OB left that there is a hill. So if you hit a drive where you turn it over and you hit that side of the hill, it's going to go OB. So they're working with 53 yards at 350 the grid, and then it goes to 57 yards wide at 400, and then if you can get it past like 430, 440, you're looking closer to 65 yards. So there's plenty of room, lot of room.
Lots of room here.
Well,
and this is round robin, so first place gets 200,
Yep.
Second place gets 100, third place 50, fourth place 25, and then OB sets get 0. We say it all the time. It is imperative to make sure that you get a ball in play just to get points, because sometimes it comes down, as we saw from the last round, to 25 to 50 points.
Berkshire OB on his first 4 balls. Matthew Kindu's OB, and so is Kyle Richter. So just no numbers on the board as of right now. And I was just down there, talking with Martin Borgmeyer. And he's just saying, you're playing a game within a game right now. You're just the guys that are that fast that, expected to be there late in this tournament on Saturday and Sunday. It's just you're in a game against yourself. So
it's a
right
good
now,
one by Kindu.
Looks like Kyle's trying to find the strike zone here. Looks like he's going to go OB right. Kyle Richter is in play at 334. So there is a number on the board currently.
Yeah, I think Matthew just hit his in play as well. Kyle Berkshire on his last ball. Here we go.
Richter, OB right. All right, so we're looking at Berkshire here. Looks like he's going to go OB on his first set to start off the 2023 World Championships. We've heard that the left side is hot. I don't know. I think the guys that are 215 to 220 ball speed, they're hitting it farther than everybody. So
they are, without a
ball
doubt.
speed seems to be the play, but there is a little bit of rollout, especially if you can hit a cut down that left side. There is more of a hill there, so if you hit that side of a hill like on a cut, you definitely need to get some more rollout down that left side. But that's a place that I would try to avoid at all costs, honestly, is that far left side.
Right side rolling out. Another thing is it's been pretty calm today. It looks like the flags are finally moving just a hair, but not that much. It was cooler this morning, and it's been warming up. What do you think it is? Degrees.
It's probably 65 now. It feels nice out. These are ideal conditions. It looks, I don't even know what this is. Like you see them on like
We've got an awesome
vans, like
setup, so.
commercial vans or what have you. So it's kind of difficult to see the flags, but it looks like they're going a little
Just
right to left.
slightly to the left.
Yeah.
As we've said earlier.
Where it says follow us on social, that's what we're looking
That's us.
through.
I'm waving.
So
Hey,
we're
Mom.
waving at you.
How
I
you
know you
doing?
can't see us. So-
Yeah, as we said, that draw is a really, really good play. Now we've got the wind kind of going there. You can aim a little bit more down that right side and let it fall into the slot. Matt Stubs in this group has been battling an injury. I don't know if you've seen on socials we talked about earlier, hitting one-handed drives.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. I mean, he broke the hook of the hamate, the same injury that Bryson and Kyle had. And, he's going to try to fight through this, but he has surgery set up for later.
The thing that I can only imagine is that front hand is only guiding the shot.
Yeah.
Because he's done so much work one hand.
Yeah, he got his balls beat up to 175, just swinging the club with his right hand, which is impressive. But in order to compete at this level, you need them both. But Josh Jackson in slot number 1, Ryan Winter, the 2012 world champion, in slot number 3, and Brendan Wise in slot 4. So Ryan Winter, another world champion competing here.
Let's see here.
The guy's struggling right now, putting some numbers on the board.
And we can't forget Kyle Berkshire. I know we've said this earlier, but if you're just joining us, broke the world record for longest drive ever hit, and our own Bobby Bradley was there to see it at 579 yards. Can you take us through that a little bit?
There was a lot of strategy that went into it. Kyle had played this golf course before, and he just randomly was like, I can hit it 600 yards on this course. So we decided to fly into Denver and then drive 3.5 hours to Rawlins, Wyoming, and they set up everything like a grid on a hole. And it's like just based off winds, like there's no chance he might not even go 515, and we hit off of a green about 300 yards in the opposite direction to go downwind, and he hit it 579. It was fun, only about 11 feet of height, between the tee box and where the ball ended up. But he accomplished that, and then since the weather was so bad, he decided to hit golf balls in a restaurant and ended up going 241.6. But right now, the good thing with Kyle is that he gets to hit that reset button. He goes OB on the first set, and you won't see him for probably another 20 to 25 minutes.
Yeah.
And, get some balls in play. I mean, we saw, a lot of the times the fastest guys on the planet, they're going to go OB in these sets. And it doesn't matter if you're a first-timer or you're the world number 1. These guys are going to have some nerves when they step on the tee box for the first time. So
What's that about?
Stubbs this is crazy. He's sitting in with one hand practically, and he can take down this set. Not any of these guys hit a good ball. So.
But he takes it down at 345, and look at there. The stands are starting to fill out. We'll be back right after this.
I don't even think that, Stubbs just dropped the club on that last one, but isn't that crazy? I don't think he's going to – I don't see him being able to continue. But, hey, he's fine right now. I mean, he's got to win, but, there's no way that feels good, having a broken bone in your hand. And the thing that you don't want to happen is – hit that nerve. But we'll be back right after this. Matt Stubs takes down a win.
This is the grid that the Bombers call home.
It all comes down to this. The top long drivers in the world will go head-to-head in Atlanta until the champion is crowned. Tune in to Golf Channel October 22nd at 8 p.m. Eastern to catch the heart-pumping action. Tickets to watch live are available now at worldlongdrive.com.
Yeah, if you're in the area or you know someone that's in the area, make sure they come and enjoy this in person.
Yep.
Like I said earlier on my Instagram, I'm giving away 2 free tickets and a driver. VIP's already sold out. We've got tons of room for people to come and cheer these men and women on. There you see that shot right there of Atlanta here at Bobby Jones Golf Course.
Beautiful spot. Ryan Riesbeck going to double up here. He will be hitting in the senior division. Tomorrow, he'll be going for his first world championship in the senior division. He's a rookie.
We talk about someone that's doing it all. He's here in the booth. He's out there working.
Yep.
He's also competing in the Open, also competing in the senior division. If there's one person that's doing it all.
Yep. And it's tough being a rookie in the senior division. The hazing is awful.
That's what I've heard.
You know, the old rookie hazing.
I heard they put, like, peanut butter in his bag when he was trying to reach for a tee.
Absolutely. You know, just put nails in there instead of tees. All right, we got
Rob Tietmeyer, slot number 3.
Tietmeyer ended up making a Final 8 at the World Championships a couple years back at the WinStar World Casino. Tietmeyer puts a lot of balls in play.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure everywhere I go, someone says, "Oh, I met this long driver," and I'm like, "Oh, what's his name?" And they're like, "Rob." I'm like, "Yes, he is. He does this for a living.
Yeah.
Whether that's entertaining, hitting balls for charity, or competing."
Wes Campo at 356, Riesback at 356. And I'm watching these guys hit right now. When someone center punches this, it's got 220, 225 ball speed. We're gonna see a 400-yard drive. The weather is perfect right now, and it's gonna get warmer for the next group as well.
And these guys, they're just trying to figure it out. In this first set, you can see some of the guys hitting really fast. I mean, we've still got almost a little less than a minute.
Tietmeyer looks pretty closed off there, and it looks like that ball that was where he just hit that was where his feet were aiming. So a couple mishits here from Mr. Tietmeyer, but a guy that we do have these performance bonuses. A guy that once he gets settled into the tournament, I wouldn't be surprised if he has a 5 for 6 or a 6 for 6 set.
Without a doubt.
Reeves back in the lead at 64, Campo 56, Tietmeyer 41.
Let's actually go take a look at Rob's stats.
So you got Ruan Portgieter. Let me see. Here we go. We're getting an opportunity again to do another read. Question is do we proofread it at the break, or do we just go?
No, I think we just go. But look at that. A view of Bud Widener, the one and only. He's been the Cinderella man this year. Excited to see him. But what do we have here?
You want to go for it?
I'll do the first couple, and I'll let you take it from there.
You know what? We'll read it after this break. I need to proofread this one. There's words with like 5 letters in it. So I love just standing next to Elon. He's the best. So, but it is a Michelob Ultra commercial.
Did they not want to have it? We can't be on screen.
No, we got
cheering.
Yeah, absolutely.
No? Okay.
What's Just a second. You want to read it?
All right, we got this. There's a common misbelief today that to make it further, you need to push yourself. That you need to give up and joy to continue with. Yeah, no.
The original routine, yeah.
We're going
to come back. It's Michelob Ultra. Go pick up a Michelob Ultra. It's absolutely delicious. It's less than 100 calories. It's 2.6 carbs. Refreshing. Balanced flavor. It's worth it. If you enjoy it, enjoy responsibly. Don't get in a car.
2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it.
Absolutely delicious.
But here's the thing. You have to drink responsibly.
Do it responsibly. Michelob Ultra. Go get you one at the press box for 25% off. Use the code WorldLongDrive.
The code WorldLongDrive. BB, Bobby Bradley. So he can get his affiliate dollars.
We gave you guys some light humor, so that was like I said, it was just thrown on us, and keeping us on our toes. That's the most nervous I've been on a camera or microphone in a long time. I like it. I kind of embraced it a little bit.
It's a lot of fun.
I think our ad lib was good.
Sam Judas, slot number 1, watching him hit some on the range. Look at that.
Turbo draw daily.
Have you ever seen that?
Yep.
Have you ever seen that? Sean Williams right there.
Yep.
A little pull there.
James Brosnan with a beautiful drive, a tight draw. Mr. Brosnan, a great hitter out of the UK. This is summer weather for him right now. So.
What do you think he's got, like 1% body fat. This dude's ripped. Look at that.
They said, he's from the UK, or I might as well be from the UK with my, my pale legs. So I got OB steaks for
Not
legs.
OB steaks.
I do. They're pretty pale.
Never heard that. I like that.
Brosnan with a bullet at 371. I like that profile shot. It was a tight draw down that right side. Little movement right to left, and it was a low ball too. Like he hit just a nice little tight draw. So
I have to say that's one thing that gets old pretty quickly when people are like, "Oh, what happened to your feet?" Like, play golf. Sock tan.
Yep. Sam Judah in slot number 1 at 361. There's a 219. So I like the ball speed on Mr. Judah's.
Little cut there.
So, and at the beginning of the year, like Sam was just so dialed in. He had a little misstep in Memphis, and started to figure it back out. But at one point, I mean, he was for a 3 or 4 tournament stretch. He was laser straight. He hit that little turbo cut. And look at this. What's going on here? A little tight draw at 208.
Turbo draw.
I think I gave him the hashtag turbo draw for 5 days. So, he gets that 1 day off. But I do like that turnover. And the ball speed was off just a little bit from Sam. So he hit a cut at 219 and hit a nice little tight draw at 208. That went 368. And I think a lot of it just has to do with his slot. He kind of fought that crosswind. So the wind is coming right to left. Just a smidge. But James Brosnan looks like he's going to take down the set. Jorge De Leon. 362, Sean Williams. We will update you here right now once this refreshes, but we're going to be back right after this.
Let's go.
Guys, what is up? We are at one of the coolest charity events for golf you'll ever see, DJ Khaled's We the Best charity golf event. DJ Khaled's been a friend of mine for a long time. Gave me an invite, couldn't turn it down. Really excited to be out here with you guys, and we're gonna have a lot of fun, chop it up with a lot of cool people, and we're gonna have some fun playing some golf, hitting some bombs, and making some putts. So hope you guys enjoy this.
We the best.
I think I heard a little Migos there. We've got you were there for that event, right?
Yeah.
For We the Best event. How was that?
That was the best celebrity golf tournament I've ever been to. It wasn't even close. Yeah, it was A-list celebrities, like musicians, artists, like people that you hadn't seen,
At a golf event.
at that golf tournament. I mean, they had athletes like Hall of Fame, baseball, basketball, football. It was a star-studded field of athletes, and then you had, the biggest entertainers in the world there.
And 2 of the biggest hitters in long drive there.
Yeah, I was there. Me and Khaled.
Yeah.
Oh, Kyle was there too. I forgot.
Oh yeah.
No, that was a really good event, and at the end, Khaled's team wins, and he was with Michael Block. So now we got to do a speed session with Michael Block not too long ago, and Michael Block got up to 174 miles per hour after his highest ball speed was 171. But his son Dylan is here. He's 18 years old. He's 6'3", about 175 pounds, but he is fast. And I can say this: I wouldn't be surprised if he snuck into the top 16, because he has a great ball flight, and he's plenty fast enough. He topped out at 216, but watching him hit a golf ball with a stock driver, he knows how to flight the golf ball, similar to someone like a Bryson DeChambeau.
Yeah,
that came
or JJ.
in. Yeah, guys that are like +5, +6. I don't even know what Bryson's handicap would be, but like guys that they are golfers. That is their life. This is what they do. Like the kid's 18, he's probably going to make millions of dollars playing golf. But it's really fun to watch him hit a driver. And we watched Bryson go from 210 to 212, and then jumped up to 13, 14, 15, 16, and then gets up to like 219, the first year of the World Championships. And I feel like if Dylan Block does that, he's got a chance to get into the round of 16. He's fast enough where he gets the most out of that golf ball. We just saw, two balls at 208, 209 go 370, 371, 373, whatever it was with James Brosnan, and I think 368 with Sam Judah. But I wouldn't be surprised if Dylan Block gets late. No pressure, kid. I know he's 18, but he's got some swagger to him, which I really like. He's just he's got like a he doesn't have a chip on his shoulder. He's just like ultra
just
confident.
there, yeah.
He's really, really confident.
I love it.
in his abilities. So
Absolutely love it. Is Dad going to be here?
he's not. I think he's preparing for a PGA Tour event. He's going to
Oh,
be
wow.
out in he's going to be out in Cabo playing.
Both of them.
But both, yeah. So we got to play. Michael Block ended up winning it. So the moral of the story: Michael Block, wins with DJ Khaled and Bubba Watson, and then Puff Daddy or P Diddy donates $150K to the charity's cause as well. So
That's awesome. Changing lives one swing at a time. Wes Campio in at 365.
hey, Campo with a little rocket there at 365. I'm kid. The pride of Canada. I'm not drinking that. We didn't know we were getting on camera.
Little Tim Hortons. Josh Jackson in at 360, which is really big. Coming off of an OB set, taking a second. Oh, well.
Prairie de Leon, 362. And then Josh Jackson. Yeah, Josh Jackson's going to take 50 points. But Wes Campo, he's getting faster as the year went on as
He
well.
is.
Like, he lives in
He's
Toronto.
looking
You know what
really
he drinks
solid.
every day?
Yeah. Very youthful.
Yep. But good to see Wes hitting some balls in play. And he's got 300 points. 300 points, which is a great start for him.
Without a doubt, he can go into this third set, put up a good number, and kind of be
Yep.
able to breathe for set 4 and 5 right now. We've got Matt Stubbs, Ryan Riesback, and James Bronson, and, that annoying ghost player that's in slot number 3.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how Matt Stubbs is going to do right now. Like, we hung out yesterday. We had some lunch. We talked a lot. And it's just really going to come down to pain tolerance. And, for me, playing professional baseball, if a catcher broke his hamate bone, they took that bone out immediately. Like, the last thing you wanted to do is kind of like hit a nerve, or like Bryson shattered his, so his recovery was a lot longer. Kyle had a nice clean break, and he ended up, taking it out right away where it didn't affect his nerve. But Matt Stubbs here, hitting with a broken hand. He's going to be getting surgery when he gets back to Australia here in a couple days. But
I noticed his grip is a little bit larger. Do you think that's to kind of help that turnover?
I'm not sure. I said it can't feel good,
No.
in transition.
And
when
I wonder
you're
if that
trying to
pump
pull.
would, if he eliminated it, if it would help a little bit, because it's putting a little strain on that.
Yeah, it can
front
alleviate.
hand.
Riesback 375, Brosnan 372. I really like slot number 3 and 4. It's a good start, for Brosnan, because look at that ball flight. It's a little too much turnover on that last one from Brosnan, but it was 209. He's center punching these golf balls. That one wasn't hit. I say you look at 146. I mean, that could be close to 220. So that was a little bit of a miss hit for Brosnan, but he's been consistent right around 209, 210 ball speed. He's at 363. That one stayed in play.
He's getting everything he can out of that ball.
Yeah. Great swing.
Really, really good swing. Look at that.
Yep, good ball here. 2,900. Spun it maybe just a little bit too much.
Gonna have a guest come in here shortly.
There's a drum roll. Who we got? Okay.
The one and only number 1 out of
Owen Mees, yeah.
European Tour.
Yep.
Owen Mees.
I get to meet him for the first time. Seen him on the gram a bunch.
Really, really great
Beautiful
guy.
swing. And James Rosin's another guy that works with Lee Cox. I mean, Lee Cox has got everybody in the UK, and even he's got some great U.S. hitters as well.
Man, that swing is so good.
Mm-hmm.
Matt Stubbs looking to put one in the grid. If that one cuts a little bit, looks like it might stay in.
Stubbs has got one in play. It's just, like I said, he can't just – the club speed was there, though. I mean, he center punches one. He's at 210. And we're starting to see – these drives go farther. It's starting to warm up. It's beautiful out right now. And like I said, Berkshire didn't find the grid on the first one, but I think if he center punches one, we're going to see our first 400-yard drive of the day.
Without a doubt. We'll be back right after this with our special guest, Owen Mees.
We are back
with the one, the only, #1 European player, Owen Mees.
At the moment, yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
At the moment, where's the confidence at?
Can't be too confident.
Why not?
Got to
You're
do it
fast.
again next year.
That's very European of you.
You're so polite. You're out. You gotta be out here to win it.
I need that American confidence.
You got it.
Or just
quiet
delusional.
confidence is good.
Tell us about your journey this year. I know we got to see you in Canada.
Yep.
That was the one event that you came here for, well, in Canada. But how's your journey been this year?
Nah, it's been good. Yeah, Europeans, the events have been getting better and better as we've gone throughout the year. The last event was amazing. Finished under the lights, so that was fun. I was coming to the California event, sadly, but so yeah, just here now. Would have done 2 more. Hopefully, got a good opportunity to come out here and stay out here a bit longer next year. So yeah.
So did we figure it out last event? Are you taller or is Seb Twiddell taller?
Seb's taller. I also just stood next to Sean and got told he's taller than me as well. So I'm going down the pecking order.
Sean Johnson's a tall dude. You've been working with Lee Cox for how long?
Yeah, probably a year now.
Yeah. When you came in and you first started, like, what was your ball speed? Like your top end
I don't
ball
know
speed?
ball speed first lesson, but I was 132 club.
Wow.
So if I centered that, what's
It's
that?
like
About 198.
198.
Yeah.
198, somewhere in that ballpark.
Yeah.
And now where are you at?
155 and then 226.
That works. I mean, Lee has been working with a lot of guys. Is there any guys that you train with when you're
Yeah,
when you're down there?
Luke Curtis, the main one. He's nearest to me. Henry Woodman, James, they're all around.
Yeah.
James Tate, obviously a lot further away up in Scotland. So
Yeah, because he used to train there as well.
Yeah.
At the Shire.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Tate looked good today. He was, I mean, the fastest ball speeds that we've seen so far. Well, Kyle just went up and hit and went 226, but Tate looked really good as well.
Yeah, he's been moving it.
Absolutely. I mean, you guys been training indoors or outdoors a lot more?
Mainly indoors. It's
Yeah.
England, isn't it? You can't,
I know it's
can't
cold.
train outdoors
Yeah,
all the time.
how is it coming out here and hitting
Hot.
outside? Hot.
Even less hot now.
What?
What is it in
Look at me.
Fahrenheit?
I'm like
Oh,
all
yeah,
bundled
it was
up,
like
3
65.
layers.
This morning it was chilly though. I mean, at 40, 44. I don't even know what that is, and like probably
it's
like
about
4 or 5.
That's freezing.
It's pretty cold. It was pretty chilly this morning. I don't think you had been wearing that, but
So
yeah.
take us through kind of your process of preparing for Worlds. What does that
Just
look
a
like?
lot of golf balls.
Yeah.
It has been, yeah. Changed shaft recently to the TPT.
Okay.
So you're going to try something a bit whippier, a bit more speed.
How have you been doing with it?
I've started using it on the golf course.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. So confident.
Yeah, it feels good. Yeah, I've started hitting more balls with it. Just get used to it.
What do you have playing in your headphones as you're warming up?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nah, I'm too chatty. I couldn't put headphones on.
Just like talking to everybody there.
Yeah.
Sam Judas 379. So we're starting to creep up the ladder. I feel pretty confidently that we're going to see a 400-yard drive here sooner than later. You walk the grid. I mean, what is it? A 4th or 5th time we've said it. What's your prototypical ball flight? Are you going to hit a draw? Are you going to cut? Are you going to hit
Just gonna hit it straight.
Oh boy.
If it moves, it
that.
moves.
Okay. That's a good strategy to have. Normally the balls that go straight go farther.
Well, crazy seeing Sam hit. I was just watching him hitting draws out there.
I don't know what's going on.
Blew my mind.
He even said it. We were going back and forth yesterday on Instagram, and he's like, yeah, I was like, you need to change your handle to turbo draw for 5 days.
I thought
So
they
that-
faked that video.
I know. I mean, I did. I saw
They, like,
him hit a
flipped
draw
it,
at like
yeah.
209. So, but one good thing about Sam is that he's an athlete. He played professional sports. He can make adjustments, and one thing that he did really well this year was make the adjustment of that dispersion of left to right. Like when you talk about a turbo cut, he had way too much of movement left to right. He started to tighten it up, and for like 3 or 4 tournaments, he's one of the best hitters on the planet, and it's nice to see him back in the saddle. But what time do you hit tomorrow?
I'm hitting today at 4.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, we get to see you today.
Yeah.
We got 5. So if you're tuning in right now, we have 8 round robins, or eight rounds in this round robin, and
Lots of rounds.
5 today, and then 3 tomorrow. But you'll see him late.
Yeah, make sure.
Long day.
I mean, it was so much fun getting to watch you in Canada.
I made it tense.
Say what?
I made it a bit tense.
Yeah, you did. A little bit too tense.
That was all right.
But it gave us the drama that we needed. But we're really excited to watch you. Excited for everyone here in Atlanta to see you. And good luck.
Hopefully put on a show.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us here in the booth.
All right.
Okay.
The number 1 world ranked European. We'll say Martin might have something to say about that, but. But yeah, Owen Mees,
One day.
unbelievable swing, and can't wait to watch him hit live in action here at 4 o'clock.
Thank you.
Go get him. All right, so Kyle here in slot number 2. He's still struggling to find the grid. He's 0-4. It's John Williams. We don't have anything from Ryan Winter as well.
It's been a little delay on slot number 3 of getting those numbers.
So Ruan Portgieter, if I butcher your name, I apologize, but I think that's how you say it. Ruan. So let's take a peek where he's from. So I know, like, the notes that we had, I believe he is from Earth. Let's just check and see. Yes, he is. He is from the planet Earth. South Africa. There we go. I knew it. All right, looks like Kyle's 4th ball is going to be close. So no numbers right now on the board besides for Ruan.
South Africa is showing up and showing out.
Waiting on a number. I just start putting balls in play. And the problem is sometimes is like you just try to guide it, you know, like just trying to put balls in play. And some guys can do it. Like today, I was really impressed with Colton Casto.
Yeah.
I mean, he was at 214 all day, and you know he's got an extra 10 in the tank. But maybe with something like with Kyle, it's just like, you know what, just swing, just go, like that.
I think he always does great when he just swings at it. One thing that was interesting to hear about Colton, he hit those first 3 sets. He knew that he was in afterwards.
Yeah.
He switched his shoes.
Yeah.
They were like an inch taller or something like that, and we saw kind of seeing some off shots there, but he's just preparing for the rest of the week of seeing what gear he's going to bring to the table.
Yeah, and Martin said it, man. It really truly is. It's a game within a game, and the game within the game is in between, the 2 years. And because like tomorrow, like Martin, all he has to do is just put in some nice swings, and he's, all these guys are going to cruise, and like right now, like Kyle literally had to hit it 338 yards to win a set. So
and he went a little bit further, but we'll be back right after this.
Get social with World Long Drive. Follow the longest hitters in the world on tour with exclusive behind-the-scenes content on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and TikTok. Watch every World Long Drive event on YouTube. Follow us at World Long Drive. This is Golf at Full Throttle.
We're back.
Owen Mees.
Great having him here in the booth.
He was being humble. I need him to be a little bit more cocky.
Man.
He's too likable. He and,
I feel like Sandra, Phyllis, trying to think of other players that.
Normally the best in the business are pretty quiet.
Normally the best.
But I said the beauty of current world champ Martin Borgmeyer is that he's both. He's humble, but his personality's awesome. He is the definition
he's an
of a world champion.
He's everything.
Great ambassador for the sport.
Without a doubt.
So.
All right, we're looking for a number on the board here.
I'll never forget the set. It was me, Martin, Eddie, and Elia out in China, and Martin. It was so everybody's just screaming. Everybody is screaming. He's screaming as loud as he can on purpose. He won the set, too. I remember he went 399, and me, Eddie, and Elia went 381. But, being on a tee box with Martin when he's in, Martin Borgmeyer mode it's fun. It's fun to watch, So he's a great entertainer, and he hits tomorrow in the last group. So, but Berkshire ended up getting 1 ball in play to take down that last set. So he's 1 for his first 12, trying to figure it out. But right now, James Brosnan with 2 wins at 400 points. Sam Judah at 300. Wes Campo at 300. Riesbach's at 300. Matt Stubs at 250. Unbelievable. And 225, Kyle Richter and Berkshire and Jorge De Leon are at 150. So we're seeing. OB sets we got.
We've got a lot of OB sets. I don't know if it's because of the wind or what's going on this
Nerves.
afternoon, but
It's the World Championships.
it
You
is.
know, like,
But it's just the beginning.
Yeah, these guys are nervous. They'll say it. I mean, it's and I'll say it again because I just mentioned it 3 minutes ago. Colton Casto looked awesome. And I know if he can stay in that zone for the next couple days, and then he can finally step on the gas. He's going to be tough. He's really going to be tough late. For me, it's with guys like him, it's just can he keep it in play late? And once he figures it out, when you start seeing Colton Casto at 220 to 225 with misses where his blocks are dead right, you're he's locked in. And I just feel like this grid sets up really good for him. So once again, Casto, the usual suspects in the first couple groups are in. The one big, upset was Scotty Perriman, who had a couple really, really good sets too. He went up against James Tate that hit the longest ball of that round robin. And still the longest ball of the tournament. And Scotty Perriman would still have the second longest ball of the tournament, but they matched up against each other. And that 100 points cost Perriman, to advance to the round of 64. Well, once again, we are in Atlanta, Bobby Jones Golf Course. We have 53-yard wide grid at 350, 57 at 400, and it goes out to about 65 yards wide. Around 430, 440, 450.
Which is a really cool setup. It kind of gets a little bit wider as it gets longer. Right now we got Ryan Riesback sitting in first position. James Bronson, who actually came to runner-up with Josh Koch earlier this year.
Yeah.
He's also top 5 European player.
Brosnan has one of the best videos on Instagram of all time. The problem was it was shot on an iPhone waffle or an iPhone 1 or 2. He's in his backyard, and he skies it. He misses the net. I mean, the net is literally 5 feet from it.
Yeah.
Skies it and just goes into someone else's yard.
Oh, my
And
goodness.
they did a remix of the Happy Gilmore one where he hits the guy at a house, and the guy falls off the thing and falls on the ground.
So they just mix that in. That's so good.
I'm going to find that video. I'm going to post it because I know that I have it. That video is so awesome. But, yeah, James Brosnan has looked great so far today. So we got Sam Judah. Turbo Draw for 5 days. That's his new Instagram handle.
Somebody needs to buy that. Yeah, look at that.
He's just smoothing it right now.
Now he's a slinger.
Look at that. That's a Jesse Pedersen slinger. Jesse Pedersen, another pride of Canada who ran deep in the World Championships back in the day. Jesse was one of the first guys to go 220 miles per hour. And now you're looking at the 2012 World Champion Ryan Winter. In slot number 1, this guy does need an introduction, but we have our own introductions. James Tate, still, one of the best nicknames in all of Long Drive. If you guys want to type it out on YouTube, you can.
Yeah.
But
Do you have a good nickname for yourself?
Oh, that's a tough one. Probably the one that Bobby gave me all the way back in Mexico City in 2018.
Oh, it was awesome.
We'll keep it light. We'll call it Triple T.
Yeah, we did. We said Triple T today.
yeah.
So, but yeah, you were settled in. I mean, the first 2 or 3 sets, you were sitting at 224, 225, and I know that you said you weren't really truly expecting that, but
I had no idea. I felt pretty comfortable out there. I didn't really know what speeds. I purposely didn't take a flight scope onto the range because I was just trying to get loose, feel comfortable, just hit ball flight. And yeah, that was kind of it. Oh, look at me. Hi, Mom.
There you are.
Hey, Mom.
Hey, Mom. Hey, Dad.
No, you looked really good, and it was really great to see you hit again. I mean, it's been 4 years since being over here.
2019, yeah. World champ. So yeah, it's been a long time, and I kind of, COVID hit and just messed up everything for everyone across the pond. I know obviously there were other tours kind of in place where guys were able to hit. We just didn't have anything at all because the restrictions were so tight. So yeah, just kind of came back out in the woodwork.
Ryan Winter, 398.
Wow, what
400.
ball.
Yeah, it's definitely in play. There's no doubt.
Big number.
But yeah.
How you hit earlier this morning.
15 yards further than mine.
Yeah, well, but you hit this earlier this morning, and it was a little chilly. What was that like with those conditions?
It was like being back home. That's probably why I felt quite comfortable, to be fair. So I was like, obviously in Scotland at the minute, it's about, you guys work in Fahrenheit, I'm in Celsius, but it's probably closer to, 12, which is probably about 4 40 or 50 something.
Okay.
I think. I have no idea. Not a mathematician.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Something about that. But so I've been playing and swinging in those conditions, trying to get speed, trying to get the body moving. So I think coming to something, I mean, it was 15 degrees, but like it's the hottest 15 degrees Celsius, or
Yeah,
you
like
know,
60.
We just had Owen Mees in, and he was saying the same thing.
I
He's
was
it's
like-
quite warm.
yeah, it's really warm. But yeah, body was moving good. Can't complain with what we did.
Yeah, no,
today,
you look really good. You said we got Triple T. Like we've hung out. Oh, we've literally been all over the world. Like the first time I met him, we were in Dubai. You ended up winning out in Dubai Long
Yeah,
Drive
that
World
was-
Series.
that was
we went to
nice.
Mexico City. We were in London. We went to Toronto. Then we went to China.
We always talk about
2018
China.
was fun.
China was an
China.
event. Everyone just kind of
That we just randomly
Bonded
showed
there.
up.
that was
showed,
the biggest bonding experience I think
biggest.
ever.
we showed up
And we ate at the same
to
restaurant
the
every
wrong
night.
facility. That like it was
Yeah.
like we wanted the tournament was supposed to be at like the biggest resort
Resort
ever. And we went
ever,
to the
yeah.
wrong resort. It was the same name, and then just like randomly showed up at a range, and someone gave a credit card, and we took over the range for 3 days.
Yeah, that was.
Great.
No, but
But
you
the
know.
hotel was awesome.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
The place was sick.
We were sharing
We were
a room.
roommate- yeah,
we
we
were
were
roommates there, and it was good.
The room was literally
It was the best hotel I've ever been in.
It was
Like,
unbelievable.
for
it
like
was
50
unbelievable.
bucks.
And they said like, yeah, it's sold out. Like what?
I was
There's
like,
no one here.
there's nobody here. Me and Josh Cassidy playing chess in the in the ballroom or whatever it was. The reception area was just insane. But
All right.
it'll
pretty
be
cool.
Mr. Tietmeyer, Jorge
Yeah.
De Leon, Kyle Berkshire, Matt Stubs. You know, how about Stubs hitting with a broken hand? It can't be fun.
No, it can't be fun, but he's quite a stubborn man, so I think he's just gonna power through it and see what he can
No
do.
pun intended. You know, Matt Stubs being stubborn.
Yeah, there you
No
go.
pun.
Oh.
But yeah, he won the first set. He's at 250 points. Got to put some balls in play. Jorge De Leon at 350. Tietmeyer at 353.
Are you traveling with anyone this event?
Yeah, so there's 6 of us in an Airbnb. So we've got Henry Woodman. We had Finn, who hit this morning first and got through.
Looks really good.
Yeah, he's a good player. Plays a +5. And then we've got James Brosnan, who's doing quite well at the
He's
minute,
got a
as you
great
can
swing.
see. Very consistent. The grids that we've been playing on this year in Europe have just been quite narrow. They've been quite hard to hit. There was one we played down in England, which was like 35 yards wide, and then narrowed out at 17. So it's like trying to
sheesh. It narrowed out.
yeah, it was like trying to hit a ball down an alleyway. It was tough. But James got a great swing, and then we've got Luke Curtis, and then from England, and then Aaron Lenny from Ireland as well. So there's 6 of us all together.
Any sleepers coming from Europe that you would?
Watch out for Luke Curtis, James Brosnan, Henry Woodman, James Tate, Aaron Lenny, and then Finn from Germany. I don't know. Like all the guys
Finn's pretty good,
they're
yeah.
all really solid hitters.
Yeah,
James Tate.
Emil
James
was
Tate,
off
you
a
know.
little bit today. That was tough.
Kyle's just gone 382.
Yeah,
382.
looks like Stubbs got a ball in, and like I said, for him, the fact that he's hitting right now just shows you, kid's tough. He's tough as nails, and
Yeah.
it's really difficult to center punch a golf ball, you know, with your hand
Yeah.
barking at you. But
As they say in Australia, tough as woodpecker lips.
absolutely.
There you go.
But yeah, we had me and Mr. Tate. I mean, we haven't hung out since the Open. That was
No,
that
you
was
were,
awesome.
you were there for the Open
Yeah,
in St
that-
Andrews to 150th, which was so much fun.
That was unbelievable to be able to walk from your parents' house to the course.
I
and
know.
that was
what's that like growing up?
unreal.
Like that.
In St
that
Andrews,
close?
it's one of those things. I think when you're a kid growing up in St Andrews, you really do take it for granted until you move away and then you come back. Then you realize like this place is just insane.
It's unbelievable.
Like
that
if
was
you're-
the coolest trip ever.
If you're a golf nut, like it is one of the most amazing places to grow up.
It's insane.
Yeah,
Just
it's
walking distance.
it's so cool. Yeah, we literally used to live. It was a 5-minute walk. I'll show you where we used to live.
Yep.
It was like a 5-minute walk to like the first tee on the old. Like we were just very lucky.
We talked about it because we had to walk through that field. That's 100%. We should have a long drive tournament on that field that you talked about. That's right by your parents' house.
I agree, but I think it is probably about 20 yards too short.
Really?
Because I lasered it, and it kind of, the angle that you'd have, it just kind of like narrows out near the end.
How
It's
far
just
is it?
like, it's about 380.
Oh man, because
Yeah,
that was
but
like it
for
was
the
perfect.
sake
It
of
was
having
flat.
It just in St. Andrews.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
Tell everyone to hit a 3-wood.
Or we can just like tee up on someone's house and that whatever, and that can be the tee box.
Just move the tee balls back into the rugby pitch over the back of the
There you
18th
go.
of the old
Yeah.
course,
We
and then
solved
we'll
it.
just hit down the first and the 18th. There,
what was
there you go, done.
crazy was just like, we're walking with Bryson the one day, and he hits a 6-iron, he carries it 240, and it rolled to 305.
Yeah.
What?
The ground was so hard. So yeah, I don't think that it would be able to hold it up, especially we got a win. Like Rocket Hall was great in London.
Yeah.
Rocket Hall was awesome. That was like amphitheater trees all the way around, but that ran out too.
Thanks very much,
440.
Matt Nicole.
You got it. You
On
got
your
me on the last
birthday.
ball. Yeah, on my last ball, I was brutal.
Oh, that was good.
It was the magic with 9 balls. So if you didn't
Yeah.
win in the heads-up match, you get 1 extra ball, the 9th ball. So he got me on the 9th ball.
Yeah.
Oh well.
The good old.
But Berkshire, now he's 3 for 18, but he ended up going 391. So he's got 2 wins here after going OB, trying to figure it out. So, but right now, Ryan Riesback will be in at 500 points. James Brosnan has not hit yet. He is hitting now, or finished, where a
He
win
just
with him
looks
would
so
put him at
strong.
600.
Yeah. we were having a laugh. We were in Dick's the other night, and we were trying to get some thermal stuff for myself, and he comes out wearing this thing. He's like, "I'll be the same size as you." What you don't realize is James is actually quite big, and he just looked like he'd picked something from the children's section. It
Yeah.
was so small, and it was.
But it was yours?
Yeah.
Oh,
it was for me.
God.
Yeah, but you're like, what, you're 6'4", what, 230?
No, I'm probably closer to about 220.
220?
Yeah, I'm a big 220 though. You know.
Yeah. I said
It's
you're
all-
always
it's
doing
all-
the
it's- it's
deadlifts
It's
and
all in the legs.
squats.
It's all
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
legs. He's all in the arms. He just sits in front of the mirror.
Yeah.
Anyway, 208, 145.
Yeah, he's kind of been
2700
those
bid.
kind of been his numbers, and it
Okay.
looks like right now, like he's trying to aim out right, and I would just go back to like acting like I'm sitting in
Yeah,
slot
he was
number
hitting
4
such
and just
straight
try to hit a
balls.
straight or just hit a little draw. He needs to make an adjustment because you can tell he's looking down that far right side, and sometimes it just you overcook it a little bit.
Like
so
that. He
Yeah.
just hits that
He's
that
aimed
block.
dead, right?
he's got a ball in play though. He's at 360.
Yeah. Yeah, I think for me, when I was standing up there today, it was just kind of like, it is, it's a great looking grid, like on the eye. So as soon as you're standing over the ball, all I'm trying to do is just hit the middle. And if it does get that little kind of bit of movement from right to left, you're going to be left center, right center. And if you get one dead straight down the middle, that's the ball you're going to want. So
Matt Kendo 364. So they said a win here would be critical for be huge for Matt. He would be at 250. Brosnan looks safe right now at 360. That he would have 500 points if no one else
Yeah.
improves on this. So he'll be in. Josh Jackson struggling right now. He's at 50 points. Needs to put a ball in play. He would really put himself behind the 8 ball here if he doesn't get one in play with 50 points after 3 sets. And he does not like his last ball. So Josh Jackson has had a good season. This is his first World Championship
Yeah,
actually.
had a good
Yeah.
season.
Yeah, this is his first World Championship appearance, and but he's had a couple finishes in Utah, made a final 8 in Utah. But here's the good thing: if he gets 2 wins,
yeah.
He can still make it.
He still has a
There's
chance.
always so many different opportunities. Thanks so much for being in the booth with us.
Yeah, no
Make sure
problem.
you guys
Thanks
tune
for
in
having me.
Friday.
Triple T.
Always a pleasure, sir.
I don't like
Always
giving
a
you that
pleasure,
nickname.
madam.
Yeah.
I'm ready to give you the real nickname
All
that you
right.
deserve.
We're going to go
All
to
right.
break here shortly.
Thanks, guys.
Introducing the new Bridgestone E9 Long Drive. Co-designed by world long drive athletes to push the limits of distance. Thanks to extreme ball speed and superior aerodynamic flight. Engineered for you to hit your longest drive. Drive the new E9 Long Drive. Extreme distance for your game.
Just looking at Sam Judah right now, I go 9, but I hate it too. I like when he goes 220.
I do too, but
Yeah.
we're definitely gonna see it later in the week.
I mean, he looks like a different human being. So, Sam Judah in slot number 4. Turbo draw for 5 days. 210. This looks like a James Brosnan ball earlier on that went right around 370. Nice profile shot here from Sam Judah. He's putting on a nice little clinic here.
I like
Ruins
the
at 300.
consistency. He's got a lot of consistency.
Stubbs 329. Like I said, gritty
Can't believe he's hitting.
performance right now. He's at 275.
I want to see the one hand hit.
Kyle Richter is at 325. So he's got to put some balls in play here. Richter, just throw a couple strikes here, big guy, and put some points on the board. A win would
And
put
it looks
Richter.
like he just threw one down the middle.
That's a good ball here. Nice little cut. That'll put him at 525 if he does win. So Kyle Richter needed a ball in play to put some points on the board. Has one in play, and it's going to be safely longer than 329. So worst case scenario, he would have 425 points. Oh, it said he went OB on ball 4.
Wow.
That didn't look like that went OB.
Didn't look OB at all. Sam Judah climbing at 375.
Judah looks very, very,
calm.
Yeah, like Colton.
Composed.
Like he looks like Colton right now. And, this is a difference in a year. He's got a lot of grid time. And he's competed at every single tournament this year. And Sam looks great. And you just know, like, there he goes. I was about to say, he has way more gas in the tank. Bang, 218. So.
Final balls right here.
Taking a peek at Kyle Richter. He needs to get one in play.
It's
OB
crazy.
left.
I really thought that 5th ball was in.
Said Matt Stubbs. How crazy is this?
Look.
He hit at 329, but you know what? He got a ball in play, and he's going to take second place here.
And
That's
he's
going to
still
put
in the
Stubbs
top
at
8.
375. All right, I'm going to go to the YouTube right now and just fire away some questions. I'll do my best. Thorin Van Zyl, buddy, we miss you, man. You should be here. Thorin Van Zyl has been South Africa's best hitter for the last 6-7 years. Jason Cook as well, but Thorin not being here, he can move it. Got a lot of wins. 690 watching right now. Taking a peek at the stands. Starting to fill up a little bit. There he is. James Tate was just in there. Ryan Gregnall with a phenomenal stash. Monica Living. I'm not leaving. Monica, I'm not leaving Living. Devin Casaza as well in the stands. We have Ryan Riesback, who will be competing in the senior division tomorrow to try to capture a world championship in the senior division. Jorge De Leon, Ryan Winter, Matt Kindu, and Ryan Riesback. Riesback is safely in. I would say just put a ball in play right now for Ryan, and I would try to conserve as much energy as possible. The good thing about the senior division is that Ryan gets to hit today 30 balls. He doesn't have to hit tomorrow, so he should be pretty darn fresh for tomorrow. The problem with hitting tomorrow in the senior division is that he'll have to hit 78 golf balls to win a world championship. So coming back to the next day, if he does advance, which he will in this one, he's probably going to be pretty sore for day 2 in the round of 64. But he's plenty fast enough to where you just got to win a couple sets and maybe take a second and, give him his body some time to rest. But the good thing about this is a marathon. This is not a sprint. These guys are, today get a full day off in the open division and hit, Friday, Saturday, Sunday to win a world championship. Matt Kindu's at 341. Ryan Winter with the longest drive of the tournament, 398 yards. In slot number 1, too.
Absolutely incredible.
Mike Moulton. Yeah, that's a good name. Great dude. Rest in peace to Mike Moulton, but really, really nice guy.
Ryan Riesback in that 4th slot. Looking to put one in the grid. I'm really excited to see him in the senior division.
Yep. We, I said tomorrow, yeah. We got Bobby Ray, and we got Martin. Me and Martin and Bobby Ray. We're not going to be in the tee box at the same time, unfortunately. So we started off. I got Cassidy and.
You and Bobby Ray will be, right?
Oh, well, we'll hit together. Yeah, oh, yeah. No, we're in the same group. Like I said, funny enough, getting edits right now for the match that him and I had. We're not going to spoil it.
Definitely want to tune into that.
Who won and who dominated.
Tune in here, and then right afterwards, go watch it on YouTube.
Oh, yeah. No.
Today's groups, right now, we're Group 3. At 2 o'clock, we'll start Group 4. And at 4 p.m., rounding out, final Group 5.
Winter looking good right now. And the one thing that you worry about, Ryan, is, like, just health. He swings so hard. He's just my dad. He's like my dad's favorite lawn driver back in the day. He's like, I love watching this guy just get up there. It looks like he's going to dislocate his kneecaps, his elbows. He's going to just break every bone in his body. And last year, he did have to get ambulanced off.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, Will Hogue was like, it was the scariest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, I was the only one that saw that video besides the editor next to me. And I had no idea what was going on because, like, Ryan hits the ball. He picks up the tee. He puts the ball in tee, and then just bang, he just falls on the ground. And he had a kidney stone of all things. I'm like, that was like the best case scenario. But like Will Hogue was there. Like Ryan was only a couple swings away from making a final 8 at the World Championships.
Crazy.
You know, Unbelievable.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Winter's
crazy.
back.
All right.
And he's got 500 points, so we'll see him.
We'll see him right after here in a little bit.
Reed's back going to OB. Yeah, come on, hit a bunt and play.
We'll be back right after this.
The longest hitters in the world are in Atlanta for a shot at the world title. Watch the World Long Drive Championship, October 22nd at 8:30 p.m. Eastern.
And we're back. On the tee, Rob Tietmeyer, Sean Williams, and Josh Jackson.
You got some questions here. Who thinks that a single handicap is a great accomplishment? Yeah, it's good. Yeah, in a single handicap. The best golfer out here is Dylan Block. He's like a +7, something crazy like that. I mean, what does that equivalent to? I mean, that's his home course or what have you. But kid's a player. He's 18. Like I said, like Rory McIlroy back in the day, his dad bet that he would win a major and won like he bet like $1,000 to win like $500,000. I would if there's a futures bet, I would bet that Dylan Block's gonna win a tour event. There's no doubt. I mean, his hands are sick. I mean, he's a good player. He really is.
Also, I mean, look who his dad is. It's kind of like all these great coaches and players who are coaching their kids. We have opportunity to watch them grow up and win majors now.
Now,
Sean Williams, the only one on the board. Rob Tietmeyer on at 321.
Yep. So I can guarantee you Mr. Tietmeyer has a lot of swings on that body this year.
Without a doubt. He's just like one of the best guys.
Yeah.
He and his wife.
Yep. They hit. He does a lot of corporate charity events all over the country. He practically lives on a plane. So, but yeah, like I said, it's a toll. That takes a toll on the body doing all those exhibitions.
It's actually really crazy. I hopped on a Delta flight maybe about a couple of weeks ago, and no one could sit in 2A because it was Rob Tietmeyer's seat. Had his name on it.
Yeah.
Like his home.
Yeah. Big time.
Big time.
I don't fly Delta that much.
I don't either. I'm American.
Yeah, I know. You and I.
Yeah.
We flew. I mean,
China.
It wasn't first class. It was business class. That flight was Beijing to Dallas. We left at 4:30 at night and landed at 4 o'clock. Like we actually came back. We traveled back in time.
Without a doubt. You know what's really crazy is I met a guy there. We met a guy there that was only on the flight to keep his status.
Isn't that crazy? The guy sat next to me and he's like, I'm like, what's up, man? Like he's like, hey, what are you doing? He's like, oh no, I'm just
flying there, flying back.
Yeah, I'm flying back. You know?
Wild.
Unbelievable.
Now it's in my head if I need to do that. I'm like, I know what to do if I need to keep my status.
He did it like 8 times a year. He's like, I would either fly from Dallas to Hong Kong or I could go Dallas to like Buenos Aires. So, but Sean Williams at 361 looks like he's going to take down the set. Josh Jackson, it's his first World Championship appearance. The good thing is he's got a ton of talent, and he's a good hitter. He's going to have to, take some time off, reset, and come back in 2024. But Josh Jackson has had a great year.
Yeah, I love watching players build, and so he's definitely one of those players that continuing to build and is nowhere close to peak performance.
Yeah. Kyle Berkshire is going to be in slot number 4. Kyle, 3 for his first 18 balls. When OB and finally in his first set and ended up getting 1 in play and then 2 in his third set. But Wes Campo right now is at 300 points. You know, Wes was at 300 after 2 sets. His OB set's killer right now because, you know, right now points are
They're everything.
It's going to become a logjam here sooner than later.
And he's at 31% of his balls this year are landing in bounds.
Yeah.
So he's got a great percentage. I know that sounds pretty crazy, but had his first 400-yard drive earlier this year in Mesquite. He definitely can do it.
So Brosnan just needs to stay controlled. You know, he's been probably 145, like 210 the entire time with a tight little draw. I wouldn't try to do too much with this golf ball. Berkshire still trying to find the strike zone. There you go, Brosnan, 141, 208. This looks like it's going to go OB left. Brendan Wise right now is at 322 in the lead. I do like this slot here for guys like Martin Borgmeyer, Justin James, Colton Casto, Kyle. I feel optically it fits their eye really well. This is this set up for a draw grid. So
it just makes you feel like you have a lot of room to work with.
Kyle likes this one. This one is down that right side at 228.2. He's pointing at it. And we're looking at the tracer right now. This might be in play, but based off of that, it doesn't look like it was in play. So now he said he didn't. He hit that one good. He hit it 228, but that one looks like it just started out right.
All you need is one ball. Oh. Sorry for technical difficulties on slot number 4.
Brosnan advancing at 366. He's safely in. He's got 500 points.
All right,
Brendan
final
Wise
balls right
here. Wes
here.
Campo going OB. Tough. All right, Kyle Berkshire.
Ooh, that's a good
ball number
one.
6. OB left.
James Bronson, 381 build.
Okay, but they get a ball in play. So James Brosnan, 381. Brendan Wise, 358. Wes Campo, 356. Mr. Berkshire is OB. So 2 OB sets from Kyle and 2 wins. He's at 400 points after 4 sets.
And we've seen this a lot. I mean, we've seen it probably the most with Greg Knoll, who continues to just push through every single time. So not worried. And we're going to go to break. We'll be back right after this.
This is the grid that the Bombers call home.
It all comes down to this. The top long drivers in the world will go head-to-head in Atlanta until the champion is crowned. Tune in to Golf Channel, October 22nd at 8 p.m. Eastern to catch the heart-pumping action. Tickets to watch live are available now at worldlongdrive.com.
Man, that beat drop gets me going.
Oh, it does. A lot of OB sets. I mean, I was just counting here. That looks 1, 2, 3.
Wow.
Like 12 OBs right now. Yeah, this has been.
And that's not even counting the ghost player.
Yeah, that's rough. rough. Guys are, like I said, it's day one. This is definitely a good time to get the cobwebs out.
Without a doubt. We're looking at players that have multiple OB sets and still, look at Ryan.
Riesback's in at
Both
500.
Ryans.
So
OB
Brosnan,
sets
Judah.
are in.
Brosnan, Judah, Winter, Riesback's in. Kyle takes second or better. He's in. Stubs, 375. Wes Campo, Matt Kindu, and Sean Williams. There's a log jam right now.
There is definitely a bottleneck there. It's crazy. Matt Stubs competing with a broken hand, and he is sitting at number 6 right now.
Yep.
That says a lot about just getting a ball in play.
Mm-hmm.
That's definitely an imperative thing to do.
This is huge here for Jorge De Leon because right now he's going up against a ghost player, and if he wins right now, he would have 475 points. That would huge win for him. So Ruan is at 175. It's going to be close for him to get in, and Brendan Wise is at 225, so that would put him at 425. So putting Pauls in play would be, critical.
Yeah, without a doubt.
We're going to see, I think 400 might get in here.
And we've got a little wind shift going on as we're looking through. It looks like it's going left to right. So that's going to change. That's really a change up there.
Really impressed with Brosnan and Judah. They said Sam Judah doesn't even look like the same hitter. He's a different guy, even though he looks exactly the same. His profile shot is just not what we're accustomed to, and he looks so composed. He looks so composed swinging at 209, 210 ball speed, and he stepped on the gas on that last one, went 218. So he's got plenty of gas in the tank. So Jorge De Leon putting himself in the driver's seat right now to get in. He likes it. This one is right down the middle. And the guys that are coming in, I'll even say someone like myself, just put balls in play because, it doesn't matter who you're going up against. All these guys are susceptible of going OB, and these 200 points coming, critical at certain times you don't expect it,
Without a doubt. I was talking with one of the players yesterday at the range, and he asked, what advice would you give? And I said, honestly, just play your game. Whatever you got, play it. Don't try to match the person beside you because you look at a Jacob Galladay who's always consistent. Can't wait to see what percentage he has in the grid.
I really like Jacob Galladay. Just seeing these numbers that are being produced at 210, Galladay has gotten faster as the tournament's gone on or the season's gone on. And I saw him at 214, 215. So guys like Brandon Flynn, Jacob Galladay that that you're going to put a ton of balls in play. Those guys are going to be look at this. Brandon Wise, he needed it too. That ball could have saved him.
That one might get beat on
Jorge De Leon.
His last ball looked really good.
Because if De Leon wins, he's in. He would have 475 points, 335. So Brandon Wise is going to be at 425 now. So Jorge De Leon is out. Well, he'll be on the bubble currently.
All right.
So
a lot of opportunities here. Honestly, it's what you make of it for almost half of the field right now, having the opportunity to creep their way up into the top 8.
But looking down here, Kyle's put himself in a tough spot. I can guarantee a spot that he didn't want to be in on day number 1.
Yeah.
He's going to have to hit a ball. Yeah, he's at 400 points.
If there's
anything's possible. It's long drive.
I will say this though, him being seasoned in this sport, I think I wouldn't be shocked to see him bring out a play driver and just put balls into the grid.
I would use the driver that you've used all year. It's something that he doesn't practice. I would just
whatever
for me, just swing.
He swings the most,
because the harder he swings, the better he hits it.
Every single time.
He really does. He's more controlled with going after it.
He's a seasoned player. He knows what to do to get the job done. Matt Stubs, I'm so impressed with him.
Yeah.
Putting a ball in play every single round has put him in the position to make it an advance, have the possibility to make it an advance.
Okay, right now, Winther is in. Tietmeyer is out. Well, Tietmeyer can bubble at 375. There's so many possibilities right now. Kyle Richter is at 325, so a second or better. Winther can really just play, and Brosnan can play the spoilers right now. So they can keep, Richter and Tietmeyer on the outside. So if James Brosnan or Winther,
he just hit a bomb right down the middle.
Kyle Richter needs to take a second or better to give himself a chance. Winther's at 68. Brosnan has been on autopilot. He's looked really good today, in and around 208 to 210 ball. He's in a nice little tight draw. He looks very composed.
Very composed.
Richter has a ball in play. Brosnan is at 72, so now Richter's on the outside looking in. Richter would be at 375, which would be tied with Jorge De Leon, with still Wes Campo, Matt Kindu to hit, and Sean Williams, along with Stubs. So 375 we've seen this year get in, but I don't think that's going to be the number today.
No.
Richter improves slightly to 352, but still keeps him in third place. Brosnan's in the lead at 72. Him and Winter are both in. Brosnan is in the lead right now, so if he does win this set, he would have 900 points.
And Richter's longest ball of the day is 364, so there's definitely more gas in the tank.
He definitely has gas in the tank. Richter's a good hitter. Well, he qualified first tournament this year in Mesquite in that regional. So he's got a great move. He's just off a little bit. He's pulling left, and that face is open just a little bit at impact. So he's kind of slashing at it just a tad. If he can just shut that face just a little bit, I could see him hitting a 370-yard drive for sure. You can just see it. He's just slicing across it just a little bit.
Just shut that face a tad bit.
Yep.
Almost open those feet up so you can feel your body moving. That's the one thing about swinging it so fast.
Yep. Winter with a nice high, little buttercut there, little high.
And he's been consistent with that.
213.9. And
Bronson jumping up a yard at 373.
I like Winter's last ball. Curious to see how far this one went, because that stayed in the air for a long time, 369. So Winter looks good today, the 2012 world champion, in slot number 1 with the longest drive of the tournament so far at 398 yards. Brosnan in the lead safely by 3 yards. I could say 3 yards is pretty safe. Too much movement left to right.
Too much movement, but that was a solid hit.
So that helps out. So Richter taking third place helps out Stubs and helps out Kyle. Helps out Campo and Kindu and Sean Williams as well.
Helps out everybody.
It does. It helps those guys. So Kyle Richter will be at 375, tied with Jorge De Leon, who is in the clubhouse at 375.
Such a great last name. But
yep.
All right, we're going to go to break, and we'll be back right after this.
Gate is clear. Good luck, fairway.
Yeah, so Japan came across our plate back towards the start of the season when Seb and I went home and we were working real hard with our coach. And the Japanese just understood from a marketing perspective it would be good to have 2 fast Australians there and the fastest man in the world. So
it is an honour for me to come from Australia and America to compete in Japan. Everyone in Japan has been so welcoming, and I'm loving Japan so far.
The experience for the whole week was amazing. The event was world class, the production was amazing, the athletes were friendly, the crowd was electric even from the first day.
All right. Everything is on the line in this set. Everything. Because whoever wins in this set will be
moving on.
Second place, too. They all have like the same. I think second place gets in and first. So whoever wins this set will be in.
Ooh.
That was an interesting ball flight from Stubs. Look at that. A little tight draw and then boom.
Is it worth it? Then you work it.
All right, Matt Kindu. Good start there for Matt at 361. If he wins, he's in. This is a critical set right here.
Yeah, they all know what they have to do. You're seeing Matt, really swing at it.
Okay. I'm trying to use this education of mine. What could really mess up everything? Stubs can come in. Stubs wins, he's in. Or everybody's in, but like Stubs takes fourth, even at 400. Wes Campo takes third, or whatever. Then any of those guys take third. It's going to be a legend. It really is. We might have a playoff here. So, but Brandon Wise looks good right now at 425. He does. 425 seems to be. It does seem safe right now. So.
And we've seen this pretty consistent with Stubs.
Yep.
Not able to really hold on to the club there.
Yeah, OB set is just like it's over. Like, then if that's the case, like, if these guys don't hit one and play Sean Williams, Wes Campo, or Stubs, Kyle's going to be in at 400 points. They got to hit a ball and play
I like
here.
Stubs' alignment here. Oh.
Yeah, he can barely hold on to the club.
And he's trying to hit it a little bit further. I want him to just settle into what he's been doing.
Yep. Wes Campo's OB. Sean Williams has got a ball and play. Huge ball from.
Big
I mean, it's
ball.
important. It's important for to Williams to hit a ball and play, and he did. So Stubs pops it up. He can't even hold the club.
Give us the one arm swing right here. Here we go.
Well, here it is. Sean Williams has got a number on the board that would put him at 450, which if Wes Campo doesn't get a ball in play, which he didn't, it looks like Kyle's going to get in 400 points without even hitting, but Stubbs has to hit a ball in play. If Stubbs hits a ball in play, he's going to force Kyle to hit a ball in play, and that one's OB as well. Wow, so Kyle's going to get in at 400 points, it looks like, without even hitting. So, yeah, that was rough. There's a lot of OBs in this group of hitters. So Campo needed to hit a ball in play. If Campo hits a ball in play, worst case is he gets 400 points, which would force Kyle to put one in play. But Matt Kendo wins, so he's in. He's definitely in. Kendo's at 550 points. Sean Williams at 450, so he's in. So the field is set.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah, that was a lot of OB sets in that, but we have the final 8 of this group dialed in. You got James Brosnan, Sam Judah, Ryan Winter, Matt Kendo, Ryan Riesbeck, Sean Williams, Brendan Wise, Kyle Berkshire.
Here's the thing. Now that Kyle has no pressure, I bet we're going to see him go balls to the wall.
No, I would like to see him hit. I'm going to say this. I want to see him hit that LD 30. He was literally unbeatable with that shaft however many years ago, and I know that he's gone to a shaft that he's significantly quicker with, and I think in the earlier rounds he's really accurate with that. But for me, I want to see a tighter dispersion from Kyle.
For sure.
Because he's in slot number 4. If he's going to hit it 400 yards, it's going to be in slot number 4.
Yeah,
and it's
I think we're
going to
see it here.
I'm not.
Look at that. I mean, that was probably one of the smoothest swings I've seen all day by Kyle. He's got no pressure on him.
Yeah, I just and I know it's been discussed before, but this isn't a ball speed contest now. It's you got to put balls in play. You got to put good balls in play, and but some guys do better when they go, And Kyle's one of those guys is that when he's swinging full gas, like he's more accurate. He really truly is. So Ryan Winter with the longest drive of the day so far at 398 yards. Kyle with a high cut here, so he's got a couple balls in play. Josh Jackson is OB left, but like you said, Sam Judah took the same approach as Colton Casto, and Sam has looked awesome. Ree's back at 389.
Yeah, really just harnessing that speed, putting balls in play. I mean, he's still swinging easy. Look at that, posted up on his left side. Kyle, 395.
He might not. I mean, just by the way he's pacing it right now, it doesn't look like he's going to hit all 6 balls.
Yeah.
So just trying to hit a little forced cut there. I like it. So little right, little left to right, not too much movement in that golf ball from Kyle.
If anything, this shows still the best in the world get really nervous, and we've seen that. We've talked about with Sandra, and a lot of the other players out here.
Well, it's just like any other sport. That first inning, the first period, the first, whatever it may be in any sport, there's nerves. I don't care who you are, and it takes some time to settle into an event. And then, once you get in a groove, I mean, guys like Martin and Josh Koch, like when those guys get dialed in late, like they're lethal, Justin James. I mean, there's a reason why the same guys, get so deep in these tournaments. But at the end of the day, like, if they're going to get knocked out, like they're susceptible doing it early just because they're not settled in, a little nervous. Yeah. Anything can happen, But
you're in that building.
Kyle started to figure it out here, and looks like he's gonna have 600 points. Sam Judah right now is tied with Josh Jackson.
All right, well, there you have it. The field is set, and we will be back here at 2 p.m. We'll see you.